Hello, crewmates and cruise addicts. This is G Free, your cruise therapist, with your daily boarding call for Monday, July 20th, 2026. Thanks for tuning in and welcome aboard your daily boarding call, where we unpack today's biggest cruise and travel headlines without charging you an overweight baggage fee or making you fight somebody for the last overhead bin. Coming up, a developing Gulf storm may be getting ready to rearrange cruise itineraries. Disney Cruise Line has made history with its first female captain. And Carnival Celebration Key just wrapped up a very busy first year. Plus, some travelers may qualify for TSA PreCheck without paying separately, and Disneyland's food prices are climbing faster than a child who just spotted Mickey Mouse. So grab your coffee or your cocktail, your passport, and your emotional support luggage. It's time for today's boarding call. First up, Tropical Depression 2 is becoming better organized in the northeastern Gulf, and weather officials says it could strengthen into a tropical storm. Cruise travelers sailing from Gulf Coast ports should keep a close eye on their cruise line apps, emails, and official weather updates. Depending on the storm's track, ships may change their routes, skip ports, delay departures, or spend a little more quality time at sea. Mother Nature does not care that you've already purchased a non-refundable beach cabana. She saw your itinerary and says, "Ooh, that's cute." The good news is that cruise lines monitor tropical systems closely and will adjust schedules when necessary. Do not rely on social media rumors from somebody whose source is apparently my cousin's neighbor worked near the port. Check all national hurricane centers and your cruise line directly. Now for some history on the high seas. Disney Cruise Line has appointed Maria Goder as its first ever female captain. That's right. The glass ceiling has officially been replaced by a glass bottom boat. It is an important milestone for Disney Cruise Line and for women working in the maritime industry, where senior shipboard leadership roles have traditionally been held by men. And somewhere, Captain Minnie is saying, "It took you long enough." Congratulations to Captain Goder. She is steering the ship, commanding the bridge, and probably still hearing somebody ask, "But who's really driving?" Carnival Celebration Key has celebrated its first anniversary after welcoming approximately 2.4 million guests during its first year. That is 2.4 million people enjoying beaches, pools, food, music, and at least one person in every group saying, "I'm not getting off this lounge chair until somebody brings me my next drink." The destination on Grand Bahamas was created as a major private island style experience for Carnival passengers, and its first year attendance shows that cruisers are responding. 2.4 million visitors is impressive. That is also approximately 2.4 million opportunities for somebody to leave their sunglasses on the ship. Carnival Corporation is also expanding its surplus meal donation program to the Bahamas. The first delivery included more than 318 pounds of prepared but unserved food from the Carnival Freedom and the Carnival Conquest. The meals will support local organizations and community distribution efforts. The initiative is part of Carnival's effort to reduce food waste while helping communities near the port it visits. Finally, leftovers will do something more productive than sitting in my refrigerator until I become emotionally ready to throw it away. Carnival says the meal donation programs now operates in 20 ports and had provided more than 320,000 meal portions by the end of 2025. That's a positive example of cruise tourism making an impact beyond the pier. Now, let's taxi over to airline news. Before paying to enroll in TSA PreCheck, take a closer look at the benefits you may already have. Active duty military members and other eligible uniformed service members can receive TSA PreCheck benefits without paying the standard enrollment fee. Certain Department of Defense civilian employees may also qualify after opting in. Travelers with Global Entry, Nexus, or Century may already have TSA PreCheck access included. Some travel credit cards also may reimburse the enrollment fee. In other words, check your wallet before paying. You may already own the benefit and not knowing, like that gym membership you've been generously funding since January. Children 17 and younger may also be able to use the PreCheck lane when traveling with an eligible enrolled adult, provided the TSA PreCheck indicator appears on their boarding pass. And remember, having PreCheck does not mean arriving at the airport 15 minutes before departure. It speeds up security. It does not give you the ability to teleport. Disneyland has raised prices on hundreds of food and beverage items across Disneyland parks and Disney California Adventure. Reports indicate that approximately 800 menu items were affected, with an average increase around 8%. The churro went up, the coffee went up, and the Mickey beignets went up. Apparently, the only thing not going up is the amount of money remaining in your bank account. Families can still save by reviewing menus and prices before arriving, setting a daily budget, sharing larger portions, bringing permitted snacks, and ordering free cups of water instead of purchasing bottled drinks all day. Because Disneyland may be the happiest place on earth, but your credit card statement is going to need a quiet place to process its feelings. Today's travel tip of the day: during hurricane season, never depend solely on the original itinerary printed in your cruise documents. Download the Cruise Line app, turn on notifications, and check your email before leaving for the port. Also confirm your airline, hotel, parking, and transportation arrangements in case the embarkation time changes. Keep essential medication, identification, chargers, and one change of clothes in your carry-on, not in your checked luggage. A cruise line can reroute a ship around bad weather. Unfortunately, it cannot reroute your blood pressure medicine from a suitcase sitting somewhere in another terminal. Now, I want to hear from you. Would a developing storm make you nervous about cruising during hurricane season? What do you think about Disney Cruise Line naming its first female captain? And have Disneyland's rising food prices changed how you budget for a theme park vacation? Again, I'm G Free, your cruise therapist. Follow the Cruise Therapy Podcast group on Facebook for more cruise news, travel alerts, destination trends, and of course, cruise therapy. Until our next therapy session, keep calm, keep cruising, and keep listening. And I'll see you on the Rise and Tide bar for drinks. Bye.